Did that happen? People stole from me again. I was doing that well, which is good. Can you see? Oh my gosh. Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name's Amanda and I am the owner of a small crochet business called The Cotton Florist, and we are in our final week of market prep for our upcoming market, which is a 2-day market, and it is in 7 days. So we are going to pretty much just jump straight into getting ready for this market. And the first thing I want to do is go through and do a mock setup. I haven't done a mock setup for this particular event. I do have a rough idea of how much inventory I have, but I don't know how it's going to look. And I kind of want to switch the display up a little bit and make it look a little bit different. And I have some goodies here from Daiso to kind of make that happen. I've got some different grid squares, and I've also got some little containers. Okay, this one's hanging on for dear life, but little containers to kind of connect onto my grid squares so I can display things differently. So I want to set that up and see how it's going to look with what I've got, so I kind of know how much extra stuff I need to make and what kind of extra stuff I need to make. I think I need to make a lot more small things, but let's go into a mock setup, see where we're at visually. So if you've never seen any of my videos, I generally do a mock setup before a new event or if my stock has changed. So let's go and do that now so I can see what I even have. Okay, this is the room that we're going to be doing the mock setup in. It is just pretty much a yarn storage room. There is just yarn everywhere and it's pretty chaotic. I am actually going to be doing like a makeover. So for now it's just yarn everywhere. So what I generally do is I put the my table against this wall kind of here and do a mock setup. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to try and bring everything from downstairs, bring it up, and let's get started. These things have no right to be this heavy for a foldaway table. Come on. Okay, so now that I've dragged this in here, I'm going to try and set up the table with the basics and then kind of see what I want to do. I definitely want to change the layout a little bit. This is the only space we get in the Artist Alley setup. It's like 1.8 meters, I think. I do have my grid cubes, but I want to mix it up a little bit. So we'll see what I come up with, but I'm going to put the base down and then see what my brain thinks up, basically. I do have a table runner coming, but I will have to just sort that out later because I don't have it right now. I wasn't planning on doing a full body workout today, but here we are. I am so unfit. Let's set up these grid cubes. Little check-in. Okay, so the good thing about these foldaway tables is that they're the exact same size as they use at Artist Alley conventions generally, and I can fit 5 across, so I've got 5 there. I can't fit another one even though I technically almost could. I just don't want overhang in case I'm like right up against someone else's table. Okay, I think it's time to bust out the Daiso stuff just to see that it's compatible. So I've got these little wire baskets and I have them in various sizes. And I have this brown grid cube as well, which I was hoping could be like a keychain holder. Because when I put them usually along here, they kind of get lost. So I thought maybe I could use this. And because I'm on a corner, maybe I could put it like here and have it up. I don't know. Okay, so I think I've got the basic shape down. I have just ordered some more grid cubes, but the ones that are like actual grids. I really want to have this panel as a see-through panel, like so the actual grid. So this will be a grid panel, the ones with like so I can see through it. Potentially these. The issue is because when I'm standing, that's my window. I've had people steal things because I just can't see it. So I'm gonna have those as grid cubes, like the see-through ones, potentially this one, and I'm hoping to be able to go all the way up. I don't have enough, so I've just bought I think 12 panels, which will give me enough extra space. So I think I can reshuffle them around. I'm not too sure what I want to do here yet on the side, but yeah, that's what the setup is looking like so far, with obviously without any plushies or anything on it. I am going to get my grid cubes tomorrow morning, so it's like an overnight Amazon order, so it'll come tomorrow morning and then I can keep on setting up. Okay, I said I wasn't going to, but I just wanted to kind of see what it was going to look like with plushies on and how much space I would have, because I was worried that if I go up another level I won't have enough stuff. But even like considering Haku takes up so much space that I think I definitely, yeah, I'm going to need for sure to go up another level. I don't know what to do with the situation around my keychains here. If you're wondering what that is, that's just my daughter. Kitty.
Dinosaur.
Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done with this. Okay, so a little update on where we are at. We are 4 days away from the market now, and I've just finished finalizing my market setup, like my mock setup. And since doing that, I've kind of realized what I need and what's missing. So I'll show you guys what I've been working on to sort of like fill out my display. Actually, before I do that, I'll show you what it finally looks like the final design of my market setup. I am still trying to figure out where to put my keychains, but I'll show you what it's looking like anyway. Excuse the poor lighting, it is so dark and rainy, but this is pretty much the setup we're going to go with. As you can see, there is not a lot of small things. I do have some. I don't have any prices just yet. I am going to price them and stick them all onto my display, and then when I pack down I'll know I've got everything. So that's pretty much it. We do have our little bats on the side there. Yeah, so I don't have too many small items. I've got a turtle over there. I have the mushy boys. I have one cat and some leggy frogs, and they're like my $18 items. The mushy boys were a bit more, but I'm trying to get rid of them, so trying to get rid of those for a bit of a discount. So I'm going to make some more things for this stand. So as you can see, the lighting in there was really bad, so it was kind of not that great, but I did have pretty much everything set up to how I want it to look like, but I do need some smaller stuff. So I have been working on some axolotls, and here they are. I have 8 of them. So these take 20 minutes for me to make, and this is the crochet groove pattern. It is a great little pattern. There's another one about to fall down. I've just made pink this time. I have in the past made like purples and blues, but I find that it's the pink that really sells. Oops, we lost one. It's the pink that sells the best. So as you can see, they're just a really nice small size. So I sell these for $18, and they usually sell really well at outdoor markets. This is like a different type of market. So I've never had axolotls before at this kind of market, so I don't really know what it's gonna be like. But I figured we could try it out and see. I've only got 8. They're really quick to make, so I can always make more if I need to at the market. I just need 2 colors, so that's not, I don't have to have too much yarn and accessories or anything. So easy peasy market make, and easy to make at the market. But now I think I'm going to stop at 8 because that will pretty much fill up that little tier display you saw. I was going to make turtles. Like you saw, I had the one turtle, the one lone purple turtle sitting there. I don't know how I feel about them. They did sell okay at outdoor markets, but I don't know. I'm thinking for this particular market, if I am going to make something small, I'd rather it be more like pop culture related. But I did write a list. If I can find it. Oh my God. Axolotls. We have a list. I am a list girly. So I was going to do 10 axolotls. I've done 8. I'm going to mark that as a win and move on. So I do want to make 3 more Mabel chickens. They do decently well. They're cute. I have 3 already, and I would like to make the display bigger. They're a quick make as well. And I do want to do some blue chickens for obviously Stardew Valley inspired chickens. So I want to do, I think my list, I've got 3 regular chickens and 3 blue chickens. So 6 more chickens. And I've got 5 turtles. So I'm not going to do the mini turtles. I don't think I'm going to do them. I do have the one Totoro, so I have this one Totoro that I did in the mystery jar challenge. I'm going to do another one. Then I have 2 Totoro, and that's what my plan is for today, so try and like fill up some more of the small stuff. I'm also in the middle of market prepping flowers. I am creating a whole separate video on that, just so it's just like a flower video, but I'll show you what I've got so far for the market with flowers. I don't think I have enough flowers necessarily, but given we only have 4 days left, I'm just going to see how it looks. If I have more time, I might make some more. Otherwise, we'll leave it at that and see how it is. There is a lot of time spent on flowers. Like they do take up a lot of time and they aren't always my most popular items. So I don't want to spend too much time on something that's not going to be super popular. But at the same time, I am the cotton florist and I love making flowers. So I do have to have flowers represented on my table somewhere. I do have like mini pot plants and I have one large pot plant, like plushie. But yeah, we need more. So I'm going to assemble the flowers today as well, but not in this video. It'll be in the video before this one. So check that out if you like watching me make and assemble flowers. But for this video, we're going to keep going on with the little stuff. Probably start off with the chickens because I already know the pattern and I can just whip them out pretty quickly. So that'll be my next update is when I have that done. I do also have a bit of a whip here. So it is Magikarp. I finished him also in my mystery jar challenge. I love this guy so much. I need to put black felt on. I was saying that I was going to do that for a long time. I was waiting on some black felt to come through, which has now come through. So I'm probably going to just quickly sew that on now. And that will be one more thing I can take off the to-do list and add this to my market display. Okay, I'm going to use this felt for the Magikarp. This is felt from Daiso. It's really good quality felt. It comes in this gigantic tube. It's 60 centimeters by 65. So 1.96 feet by 2.13 feet. And it's heaps. And it was like $3, so very cheap. And I'm just going to randomly cut a piece off. I have a desk full of axolotls, just everywhere. Get those out of the way first. I'm not even going to measure. We're just going to cut a chunk off. It's just how I am. Perfect. Now I just have to glue it in place. He's so cute. I've just been seeing the funniest memes from Pokemon Photopia game and it's like just like Magikarp doing like the most random things. Okay, so we're using E6000 glue as usual. It's just my go-to glue. It stinks though, so be wary. And it's all done. The mouth is done. There was some glue residue that had gotten on, but I scraped it off, so we are good to go. I'm going to just check later on that it has stuck all around the outside. I really want to make another one. I want to make like keychain sizes, but I don't have a pattern for another one. This was a free pattern, by the way. I think it's pearl grey, but I'll put it on screen if I've said that wrong. But yeah, very, very cute. Okay, so I just received a parcel in the mail and I'm super excited because if you've been here long enough, you'll know that for years, literally for the last couple of years, I've been saying that I am going to order a table runner for my table. Oftentimes at events, I'm not able to actually hang up a banner and my vinyl banner is really heavy. Sometimes I don't have a back wall to hang it on. It doesn't hang from the front of my table because it's so heavy, it just pulls everything down. So finally, I have ordered a table runner and it came just in time, a couple of days before my market, which is great. And I'll show you what it looks like. It's seriously massive, but it needs to kind of wrap around and go at the front of the table. So it's my green color and can you see? Oh my gosh, it is my logo. It's so nice. I kind of put off ordering one of these for a long time because I was going to completely like redesign my logo. And so I didn't want to really invest in like, you know, $70 for this if I was just going to change it up again. I realized that I'm just never going to get around to actually updating my logo. So we are going to be stuck with these Canva graphics for a little while yet until I can commission someone to update it once I figure out what I want. So I'm going to put this on the table and it's going to finally have my logo and branding, which is going to look awesome. And people can finally see which table I'm at without having, you know, zero logo visibility. So I'm very, very happy with this. Okay, so it is the day before the market and it is bump in day today. So I'm able to go ahead and bump in. So I'm going to drive into the city and I'm going to bump in at 2 o'clock, around 2 o'clock. So there are a lot of things I need to do before then, like a huge amount of things that I need to do before then. So first of all, we're going to do price signs. I did say I was going to redo this price signs and I need to do that now. So I need to do price signs and price tags. I'm debating whether I keep my current price tags. They look like this. So they're pretty simple. They have my brand on them. They have like space for the item name and the price and also my socials. So that's really cool. The only thing is I need to update my website. I don't have, I own the domain, thecottonflorist.com, but my website's not connected anymore because Shopify wanted $300 a year. No, they wanted $500 a year. I'm not paying $500 a year. I don't sell that much on my online shop. I sell everything on Etsy. And here is my price lines. Price lines. And as you can see, this shape is absolute nightmare fuel to cut around. And I'm always doing them last minute. Like, this is the most annoying design to cut. So we're going to change it. We're going to do completely different price signs to save myself now and in the future. So I'm going to make this on Canva. Same thing I always do. Everything's on Canva. And then I'm going to print them out. And then I'm going to place them around on my mock setup, which I've already got set up, so I can see what I need to do, what's missing. And then once I'm happy with everything, I'm going to break it all down and pack it away into my little boxes and then take it to set up. That way, if I break it down the exact way it is and everything looks perfect, I know when I rebuild it again, it should be perfect and I wouldn't forget anything. That's what I do every time. Every time I do it, slightly new display. Because if I don't, I know I'll miss something. So I'm gonna try and leave here in the next 3 hours, which means I have 3 hours to do all the price tags, do all the price signs. And I also need to figure out how the heck I'm going to display my keychains, because right now I have this many ideas, none. So let's quickly jump into Canva, create some new price tags. I'm just going to print out some more of these price tags. I'm going to create some new price signs. I keep getting them mixed up. Why are they so confusing? And then I also need to fix up my square reader to put everything in, but I can do that tonight. That's not even a now issue. So let's jump into Canva and get this stuff done. Okay, not too sure how this will show up on a computer screen, but I am just going to do a blank A4 document. I did look at some templates and couldn't find anything I liked. So we're just going to go for a standard document, A4 size. Does it really matter if it's landscape or not? Let's just roll with that. So what I want to do here is I'm just going to do a really simple shape. So I'm going to choose an element. I like to do flowers because flowers are obviously the brand, but I think the shape is going to be too complicated. I think I've used this one before. This was my old one. And again, it's just too much. So I kind of like the idea of this. It's a random shape, but it's easy to cut out. It's not very inspiring. Okay, I'm going to go with this. I like this shape. Obviously the color is super wrong. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with these price signs, and then I will print and cut them out, and then I will stick them to my display, or at least place them around my display so I can see where they need to be. And then we'll figure out if we've missed anything. Okay, so I figured out what I want to do with the keychain section. I did have something over here, but I decided to, not use that. I don't know, I like it over here, something new, and you can see it easier. Usually I've got it like against here, but like down here, and you can't see it. So I think having it here makes it stand out. I'll have my keychain side here. These aren't all the keychains. I do have some additional keychains here, which I made in my scrap yarn challenge, which I've not uploaded yet, but it'll probably be the next video to be uploaded. So what I'm going to do, because there's obviously not enough room in this panel, I'm going to add one more panel just here and just keep the keychains coming down. You can't put as many together, obviously, because they're like quite close. So if your keychains are chunky like mine, you kind of have to leave a space in between. Otherwise they'll be like this, which is fine, but I don't have that many of these chunky ones anyway, so they can be spread out, it's fine. I would like to make some more chickens and some more of these, but it'll be a market make. I won't be making them before because I do not have time. But anyway, I'm glad I've sorted out this because I was really uncertain about how I wanted my keychains, so done. Okay, so I've just finished cutting out the price signs, which are here, or price tags, and done the hole punch thing. I've also finished printing out all of my price signs, and it turned out really nicely. The colors turned out well, which is good. And I use an Eco Tank printer, so I have a lot of ink. So I don't mind kind of wasting it in this way. It's not really wasting, but using a lot. And now I'm going to be adding the keychains to these little keychains. So I'm going to be adding the hardware on. So we're going to add this on now. Then I can add that or cross that off my to-do list. After I get that done, I need to finish this guy. So this is the second totoro that I've made. This is the first one. And if you're wondering why the size difference, this is a size 5mm hook. And this is done using a 6mm hook. And I didn't realize until after the size difference. Like this one is so much more chunkier. And it's the same yarn, same everything, just different size hook. So I'm gonna keep them as the same price because I don't want to change prices because it's too confusing to have one price, one the other. They're both $28, even though normally this would probably be like $32 because of the size, but I'm just going to go for $28 and then see how they go. I won't have any more time to make more, unfortunately, so it'll be just the 2 for this market. I'll finish this one up, do his markings, his stomach, his facial features, his leaf, and then that's off the list as well. So I'll get these couple of things done and then I will put it back on display and see how they look. So I've decided to change the way that I do my keychains. You're probably wondering why I'm holding pliers. So I've decided instead of putting yarn through and back around again and then connecting it to the keychain, I found that it's been falling out because there's like a tiny little gap in the keychain, like right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. And even if I use pliers to squish it, it doesn't work because of the shape. So I thought I would try using O-rings, which I've seen people do. And I bought the first lot off Amazon and it was these. And as you can see, they open so easily, which means they're really not strong. So I bought another lot that were more expensive and they are so hard. I can't like move them at all. You can see they're like hurting my fingers. So what I do is I loop it in the first magic circle and come out, and then I can connect the keychain component, and it seems to be really sturdy. So I'm going to give one to my child, this one, which they broke before, and I'm going to see how it goes because they throw things around and they can't catch. So they play catch with keychains and they go bouncing off the walls and they break. So I'm going to see if they can destroy it, and then I'll know whether it's strong. So I've decided to do the rest of them like this, and we'll see how they go. I mean, obviously with an adult, it's not going to matter because they're not going to destroy it the way that kids do. They're going to attach it to their bag and then that's it. Whereas kids play with things in the most rough manner. So I'm going to try this way. I'm going to test it out and see if it lasts a lot longer. And if it does, I'm going to keep doing my keychains in future this way. So I'll try and remember to bring all this stuff with me to the market so I can make them if I have some downtime.
That's it, 5 minutes to go.
Do you guys play the game?
Sorry?
Do you play the game?
Yeah.
It's addictive, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Finish the game or something?
Pardon?
Have you finished it again?
I haven't finished it. I got stuck and then I got sidetracked and then there's Pacopia and I'm like, oh, I'll get back to it. Is the DLC coming out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometime this year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, I'll get back into it.
Hey, they look really cool.
Thank you.
How long did it take to make?
Hornet took about double the time of this one. This one took about 4 hours. This one took about 8 because I used smaller yarn. Like the yarn is smaller, and then like the coat took forever, almost a whole ball of yarn. So, and there's wire in there as well, so the hair doesn't flop. Same with Hornet. So this head. Yeah. Otherwise, it would just like flop and kind of go over. So just to get a bit more. Yeah, I do. It's not strong enough for the head, especially this guy because he's like so top heavy. Yeah. And even like Hornet's head because it's so long, it just would eventually kind of tumble. Yeah.
They have their weapons or no?
I didn't have the weapons with the no. I was thinking of making it and I'm like, oh, I don't know, but yeah.
Just one piece for both?
Pardon?
Is there only one piece for both?
Yeah, I've only done one. I do orders though if there's ever they sell out and things, but
Come back
yeah.
and they're gone.
Yeah,
It's over.
I can only do an order if you need. Yeah, all
Nice.
good.
Thank you.
Thanks, see ya, bye. How you doing, hey? It's good. Go ahead and tap when you're ready. Would you like a small bag?
Yes, please.
And feel free to choose which axolotl you'd like. Thank you so much, thanks. How you going? Hi. How you doing? Okay. That's Lily of the Valley, isn't it? Lily of the Valley, this one, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I can remember from Animal Crossing.
Yep. When you get your island to myself.
My island is populated with roses and ferns. My dad did most of the work.
Oh, really?
We got like fancy bridges, fancy houses,
Yeah.
plenty of residents. One of them which is named Hornsby for some reason.
That's neat.
They also have Sydney and Canberra for some reason.
I see. Very Australian island. How you doing? Hi.
Did I get this one, please?
Yeah, for sure. Is that on cash or card?
Card, please.
And would you like a little bag for that?
No, thank you.
Put that one there. Potion bottle, $25. Feel free to tap there when you're ready. There we go. That one's yours. Thank you so much.
Oh, right there.
How you doing? Thank you.
I'm so tempted by the legalize them. Do you have a
Oh, no, yeah.
you have them like tattooed on me? I really
Oh,
like
so pretty. What can I see? Oh, that's beautiful. I like the fine line tattoos. They're so nice.
They're awesome.
They're really nice.
I might come back for that.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Can I take a photo?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, for
A
sure.
girl that usually comes on with us loves pigment.
Oh,
She's not here today.
oh no.
She would have loved it.
Hi, sorry, I didn't need to do that. Hi. Thanks so much. How are you going so far? Good. How about you? Yeah, doing good. What's your name again? Amanda. Amanda, I'm Kate. Kate. I'll be coming over earlier to get some stuff. My daughter, she's like, make sure you get some straight food stuff. Of course. Well, it's like, okay, yeah. I got it from Spotlight. It's lion brand yarn. Oh yeah. It's on sale at the moment for $6. The yarn. It's hard to It is the end of day 1. We have one more day to go, which is tomorrow. And I thought I'd do a little kind of check-in to let you guys know how it was, because I wasn't able to film too much during the actual day 1 because they have a stage where people were performing, and it was about 2 aisles away from me, and it was maybe like 1 aisle away from me, and it was so loud. Like there was so much music the whole time. The bass was really loud. Even if I did try and record, 1, you wouldn't hear me, and 2, I'd get a copyright strike from YouTube. So it was just kind of pointless. I did record some things, like I recorded my table set up, what it looked like after I set up, and also right before I left. My sister-in-law is there currently manning the table while I'm away. I just got back home and I'm about to leave to go to the Linkin Park concert. So hopefully everything goes well when I'm away, but I think she's got it handled. She's like super quick learner, so she picked up everything straight away. As for the event itself, it was really busy. There was heaps of people there, really big crowds. I was kind of positioned right next to the entry, the bathrooms, and 2 cafes, so it was like prime position for me. I was able to have some stock on the side. I didn't end up doing like a little corner area because it was not enough room between the aisles for me to do that. I sold my bug night, so my big one made of blanket yarn. I had a lot of people taking photos of the bug night and Hornet. I had maybe 20 people come up and just take photos. It was just constantly all day people taking photos of Hornet and bug night. So bug night sold. Hornet is still there, as far as I know, still there. Magikarp was really popular too, so he sold, and there were a few disappointed people who came back looking for him and he was already sold. Axolotls have been doing really well. I sold a couple of bunnies. I made a bunny there. I actually made quite a few things there. I made a blue axolotl, a bunny, and 2 chickens. So I was restocking a little bit. Surprisingly, no Junimos have sold yet, which is really bizarre for these kind of markets. And I sold a couple of fruit turtles. So it's going well. Keychain's doing well as well. I left all my crochet supplies there. I'm not going to crochet tonight because I'm so exhausted already and I haven't even done the concert yet. So when I come back from the concert, I'm going to have no energy. So I'm not going to crochet here, but I will grab a couple of extra balls of yarn to crochet at the market because there's a few things that I want to crochet that I didn't bring the right colors for. And I didn't bring any pink to restock my axolotl, so I only had blue, which I then ran out of. So I don't have any of that. I want to do some keychains while I'm there. So I do have a little bit of yellow, but I'm going to get some more yellow. I don't have much yellow left actually to make some more keychains because they've been doing well. The chicken keychains I think are all sold out at this point. There's a couple of frogs left and some whales. Yeah, some whales and shark I think is still there. The little keychains haven't been doing as well as the big keychains, so I'm going to take some yarn tomorrow to restock those. But that's pretty much it for my little check-in. It is a pretty good event. Apart from the music being really loud, the crowd was really great. Lots of people coming and saying really nice things to me, and also got to meet a couple of vendor friends there, which was amazing. So Circles Crochet and also Zumi Creates was there. There's a few others that I know which I just didn't get time to come around to say hi to today, but I will tomorrow. So thanks for everyone who's dropped by to say hi. It's made it so much nicer having to chat with someone because I like to yap. So if you like to yap, make sure you find me at these markets. Anyway, that's my check-in for now, and the next video you see will be at the market tomorrow. Okay, so Fiona from Swallow Wind Art just came by and gave me the hugest haul of yarn. So we are very stocked with yarn today. We've just opened an hour ago and it is moderately busy. No sales yet. I've just made an axolotl, so let's see. There is a ton of music still, so hopefully it's not too loud for the whole day. Okay, so we just sold the capybara and we just sold the hornet and the bee. So we sold some really big things today, which is amazing. There's so much music, I don't know if you guys can even hear me or if I'm going to get a copyright strike from YouTube. I've made 4 axolotls so far, so this is the 4th one and I've sold 2. How you doing? So we have 2 axolotls left. Ah, you want a turtle? Yeah. Would you like a bag for that?
Do you want a bag?
Would you like to have a bag? You're okay? I'll give it back to you. And that's $20. Is that
Pay it
on
on
card? Yeah, for sure. That's fine. There we go.
Do you want baby turtle
Can I pass it to you?
Do you have another one?
I've only got the one. They're just like the last ones. There's mushrooms and cats as well. No, that's fine.
This one? You want little fish? Oh, I can. Do you want to be? He's cute. You sure?
The bunny? Yeah, I'll let that in too.
Yeah, I'll show her all of them so she can see. Alright, here. Can you see them all?
Get a better view now. Yeah, the mushroom.
Okay. Alright, we'll stick to the bunny.
The bunny. Sure. Yep, so the bunny and the turtle.
No.
She likes the bunny. That's $40 if you want to tap when you're available. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. That's a business card. You can take one if you like.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. So cute. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. Little kids. So we just sold a bunny and a last chance turtle to these two adorable little girls. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. How you doing? Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to restock while yeah.
Little high while you're
Oh, thank you. Sure.
I like how you do your feet.
Little individual little toes.
Yeah, no, I've seen some of the patterns and they're kind of
It's just like a long kind of yeah.
they kind of stick
Yep.
in the photos. I'm like, okay, so that's patterning.
Yeah, exactly. I have a dragon that has a really plain feet, and I agree, it kind of looks a bit off. So this one was like, yeah, different. And it had little toes. It was nice,
Yeah.
a nice touch. How you going? Hi. How you doing? The cat. Yeah. Would you like a little bag for that? You're okay? You're okay? Is that on? Oh, sure. Is that on cash or card? Card for sure. Just feel free to tap whenever you're ready. Yeah, sorry. Perfect, thank you so much. Thanks, have a great day. How you going? Hi, how you doing?
The main stage.
How you going?
Happening on the main stage.
Yeah. Restocking while I can. How you doing? Hey. Super cute.
Alright, and yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Umbreon.
Yeah.
Oh, if you can, make one for chocolate, please.
Yeah, I will try. I'll definitely add it to the list. Have you been playing Pokopia?
Photopia, no, but I do have Legends ZA. But and I've also watched one of the streamers like playing Photopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like it's popular at the moment.
It feels like Pokemon / Minecraft combined.
It seems like it, right? Yeah, a bit of everything. So very, very fun. Cool. See you. Have a good day.
Wait,
Yeah.
I gotta check before I go. I gotta check if I'm always still following.
Yeah,
on
sure.
Instagram.
Go for it.
The Cotton Florist.
That's me.
Yep, it seems that I'm already following.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for the follow. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'll add to my list.
I believe I followed you like a long while ago from a previous call.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've been around for a while. Thank you. See you.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the dog you
Sounds like you do crocheting, I believe.
I don't know what's the cute one. The chicken, the other fish, mini fish.
How you going? How you doing?
Good.
That's good.
Okay, so here we are at the part of the video that I'm sure you've been waiting for. I actually started editing the video already and I have like 2.5 hours worth of footage. So thanks for sticking with the video. I obviously won't be showing you the whole 2.5 hours because that would be like a full feature length film and nobody needs to see that. So we are going to now go through my kind of like overview of the event. So what I thought about the event, any drama, any tea, the good stuff, plus how much I made, what sold the best, like the full financial breakdown. In my videos, you would have seen that I mentioned I was going to set up the day before. I didn't end up doing that. I ended up just leaving a couple hours earlier than usual, and I ended up just leaving a couple hours before the event was due to start and just set up on the morning of, which actually worked out really good and saved money on parking too. So I ended up doing that. It worked out fine. I had plenty of time. I think I set up like within a few minutes before it was due to start and I still managed to get a cup of tea. So it was fine. I had really awesome table neighbors as well. Keisha was really awesome. I'll put her details on screen. She actually helped me mind my table a few times when I needed to go away because I was on my own for most of the time. So that was really awesome. So she was really lovely. I've actually purchased from her before because she draws a lot of K-pop fan art and my daughter has bought a lot of things from her in the past. So it was really cool to see her again. And she also minded my table when I went off for Blue Wonders. Thank you for that. And it was really nice to see a lot of other artists and crochet friends too. Kind of cons feel like just friend cons at this point. Like we just go there to obviously sell our things, but it ends up being just a social event too, which is really nice. So it was really nice seeing everyone. And also Fiona from Swallow Wind Art. She wasn't there attending as an artist, but she was there visiting and she came to visit me with something. You probably saw a video of it anyway. And she gave me this gigantic bag. Okay, I'm going to try and show you guys in this bag. A whole bag of yarn. It's all like, a lot of it's cotton. I think it's mostly cotton. A whole bag of like cotton yarn. Maybe acrylics in there as well. I'm not sure, but I can just see cotton. So That's for my flowers and any other small like crochet characters I want to make. So thank you so much, Fiona. That was like the best gift ever. But yeah, seeing everyone else there was so much fun. There was Zumi Creates, Doorway Crochet Connoisseur, Circles Crochet, Mocky Levy. Who else did I see? I can't remember. Anyway, thank you to everyone for chatting with me. It was honestly so much fun. And because I was there on my own, except for like half an hour of the first day when my sister-in-law came to relieve me of my duties so I could go to a Linkin Park concert. So yeah, it was nice to have a lot of familiar faces there, and it was just, yeah, it was a fun time. So would I do this event again? Yes. There was a good turnout. There was some drama. I guess drama. The event organisers definitely did not hire the event for long enough. It was supposed to be ending at 6 o'clock on day 1 and 5 o'clock on day 2, but they ended up screaming at everyone to get out like half an hour before each of those times. I wasn't there for the first kick out because I was not there, but everyone told me the next day that they were getting kicked out basically half an hour before the con was meant to close because they had hired the venue until 6, but obviously everyone was supposed to be out before then. Now, when you finish up your event, usually as a vendor, you need to cover your display. We don't have to break it down, but you need to cover it. But that takes time and you need to wait till everyone's out. You can't have customers roaming around when you're covering your display because they can still walk behind your display and take things. Like, I'm not saying people are just going to steal, but it can happen. And it does happen. So for that reason, it was very unorganized on their part for the hiring of the event space. On day 2, I was prepared after what I'd heard. And they did start kicking everyone out at 4:30. And yeah, they also started screaming at everyone on doors open to stop running. Like they were screaming at the top of their voice, don't run, don't run. Because people were running to get some tokens, I think to see the voice actors or something. I don't know, but it was just mayhem. Like it was just like a stampede. And then the people screaming, stop running at the top of their voice. Like it was just like, what the hell is happening? They also let VIP in without telling us. I did not know there was going to be a VIP going in. So basically you can pay for VIP tickets generally at cons and you get to go in before everyone else. So if there's something that you want to get, you can get in first. You know, if you need to line up for something or you want to get something from a particular store holder that they have limited of, cards, collectibles, whatever, you do VIP so you can get in early. I didn't know Animaga had VIP. So just before the con kind of was opening, like just before it opened, I ran downstairs to grab my phone charger from my car and there were people walking in and they were like, VIP are going in. I'm like, that's great. I'm literally about to catch an elevator down to the parking to get the charger out of my car. I'm going to be 5 minutes away from my booth and there's going to be customers walking around, which is super poorly organized. Like I don't want people walking around my booth when I'm not there. I also didn't show up until 10 minutes before doors open on day 2 because I don't really need to be there early, and apparently they had VIP the same day. So there was people walking around. I did have my booth covered, but still, if someone wants to steal something, they're going to steal it. They're going to find a way. It's just frustrating. So anyway, speaking of stealing, I did have a couple of things stolen. Even though I had my grid cubes up in a certain way so that I could see through, I had, I believe, looking at my not always a perfect accounting of everything, I used Square to account for everything. There was some deals I did with people, so I didn't track everything, but I have a rough idea of what I was taking the deals with. And frustratingly, it looks like I have lost definitely one of the fuzzy bees because, yeah, it just disappeared. I took some videos and stuff, and then there was a time period where it wasn't there anymore. One of my regular bees also disappeared, and another $18 item. Probably a keychain, honestly, because they're much easier to steal. So 3 things stolen. It's frustrating, but it happens every con, every market. Almost every market it happens. I find it happens less at cons because people have to pay money to go in. There's usually like security. It's harder to steal. Outdoor markets a little bit easier. People do some dodgy things. Yeah, anyway, did that happen? People stole from me again. But apart from that, it was a really great con. It was fun. And now let's move on to how much I made, what was my best sellers, etc. As usual, I'm going to be looking at my phone because numbers escape me. So we're going to be looking at this. Now, I'm going to give you day 1 and day 2. Okay, so on day 1, we sold a total of 39 sales. So that could be multiple items per sale. So 39 transactions. Average sale was $29.92. And we made $1,167. So that was day 1. So great day. On this particular day, my best sellers were axolotls. I sold 9 of them. I brought 8 axolotls, by the way. I made an extra one on day 1. So I sold 9. I sold 4 fuzzy bees. One of them was stolen. I sold 6 keychains. And the big items, I sold my big bug knight on day 1. He actually sold like within the first couple of hours. And the bug knight and also the hornet, so those characters are from the Hollow Knight Silk Song series. People were coming up and like taking photos of them the whole time they were there until they sold, obviously. Probably like 20 plus people came to take photos of it. So definitely popular if you're thinking of doing something similar like a con. That seems to be a very popular game. It's one of the games that I know about. I don't know all about, all the other games that everyone's interested in. That one I am interested in, and it was very popular. There's also a really awesome cosplay. I don't know if I've shown it. If not, I'll show it again, of a hornet cosplay. 10 out of 10. So awesome. And I sold 2 fruit turtles. So I wasn't sure if they would sell at $40 each, and they sold pretty well. So 2 fruit turtles that day, that were my best sellers. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. My flowers weren't that popular. I didn't expect them really to be. Lily of the Valley was popular because it's not a gaming flower, but it's got a lot of connections with games. So that's why. Okay, so now for day 2. Day 2, we sold 27 transactions. Average sale is $30. We grossed $813 that day in sales, which is awesome. Now, my top sellers, so I sold Hornet this day. So this is a great day for me. I sold Hornet. I'm glad that he sold, but I'm also glad I had him for almost the whole weekend because he brought a lot of attention, she brought a lot of attention to my booth. So I sold 4 chickens. I brought 3 chickens with me, so I made 2 while I was there. So I have 1 left over. I sold 5 axolotls. Yes, the math doesn't make sense, does it? I made 6 axolotls that day. I felt like all I was doing was crocheting axolotls. To be quite frank with you, I'm sick of axolotls at this point. I didn't think they'd sell because it was like an anime convention, but very popular. So I sold 5 of those. I sold 4 keychains, which was pretty much the end of my bigger keychains. I ended up making a couple more and they also sold, so that was fantastic. I sold my large capybara for $70 and I've had him for a little while. I was so happy to have him sold. It was a dad and his daughter bought it, and the cutest thing, like I thought I was recording this interaction and I was not. But anyway, they asked me to take off the price tag so that their mom wouldn't like get angry at the price. Like, spending money, impulse shopping. So I was like, yes, of course I will. And it's funny because it's not the first time people have asked me, can you just cut the tag off? Like, I don't want the price tag on here. So 10 out of 10. So I was very happy with that sale. And I did sell a couple more fruit turtles. I ended up selling, I sold my giant bee as well. I sold 1 more fruit turtle. So I have 2 left. We have 2 left. Okay, I've got 2 fruit turtles left. I also sold 2 of my roses this day, which was really nice. So I do have a couple of roses left and some sunflowers, and all my Lily of the Valley sold, which I kind of expected. I ended up making quite a lot of plushies during this market. I ended up making 6 axolotls, 1 bunny, 1 leggy frog, and 2 chickens. And that was mostly on day 2. Day 1, I think I made 2 things. I think I made an axolotl and a chicken. I think that was it. So I didn't take any of my crochet stuff home with me on day 1 because I had my concert and I just didn't want to crochet. So day 2, I was crocheting a lot. Okay, so for the weekend roundup, I made $1,980. Yay! I'm super happy with that amount. I didn't have as much items as I would have liked. It was still low amount of items. I think I had $3,300 worth of stock. So it's not a great amount for a 2-day con. I really should have doubled it, and I was really trying to get to 6K. I just do not have the time working full time. It's just not possible. And I didn't take time off. I took 1 day off before. I should have taken the week off. But it's fine, is what it is. My average sale for the whole weekend was $30. I made 66 transactions. I sold 73 items. So that includes 73 either plushies, keychains, or flowers. So very, very happy with that amount. That was a really, really great market for me, considering I didn't have a lot of stock. Fees that I had to pay from Square was $24.91 all up, which is very fair. I'm happy with the fees. It's not a problem. The fee to be there, so the fee for a booth for the 2 days was $360, which is actually really great because it was the first time in Sydney. It'll probably be more next year. But for example, I think Kaiga Convention, if you remember that vlog from a couple of years ago, that was around the same, I think. And then I think also Supernova last year was $515, 2-day event as well. This year it's $600 and something. It's a 3-day event or 2.5 day, whatever it is. So by comparison to these really big like 2-day anime conventions that I go to, it's a very good price. It's very reasonable. They had a lot of people there. There was also a lot of people at another market downstairs in the ICC, the International Convention Center. There was like so many events going on, but one of them was like a collect fest, similar to what we went to, except for it's more about collectibles. So probably people going to both of them. So it was like the traffic was great. They sold out tickets day 1 and day 2. Don't think they had walk-ins on either day. It was like the tickets were at capacity. It was a really good event in that respect. There was a few teething problems with regards to bump out times and like the drama of screaming at everyone. But other than that, very happy, great market. I have 2 months to prepare for my next 2-day con, which is Supernova. I may have a market in 4 weeks. They have not got back to me yet, but they are still finalizing things. They're just being a bit slow. So potentially I have market in 4 weeks and then another one in 4 weeks. We'll see how we go. So anyway, thank you so much for sticking with this video. I know it's probably a long one. I don't know if I've split it up into 2. If I have, thanks for sticking with both videos. And if I haven't, thanks for sticking with this long one. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'll be doing more market videos. This is like con season for me, so I've got quite a few markets and conventions coming up. So subscribe if you like to see my chaos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.